Hey everyone, Vintage Fan Collector here, and I'm at my storage unit with all the fans that I have here, and I figured I'd just make a little video on all the garbaggio I have in here. It's not really garbage, but you know what I mean. Because I think this will maybe help me also as a reference guide to go back and look at everything and decide what I want. Maybe I will say in the video what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. That way I have a record of that, because I've been putting off choosing what I want to keep and part with for quite some time, and it's definitely been long overdue to downsize heavily my collection. So we'll start here on this shelf of mainly just parts. I probably will not get rid of a lot of these until I know what fans they go with, but I think some of this stuff is just random spare parts. My issue is that I got so many fans at one time, or in such a quick amount of time, whatever, that I wasn't really able to properly organize it the way I wanted, and it looks like this. And I'm not happy with it. It's not really brought me any kind of joy at all to come here and look at this and be like, wow, fan, cool. So I realized that it's time for a big change, and once I figure out what all these go to, then any spare parts that I don't feel I need will probably also get sold. But up here, I don't really foresee myself using a lot of Victorians anymore, so I'm probably not going to keep that many. I mainly want to keep the IntelliTouch ones, actually. For some reason, the older ones are less appealing to me, I guess. I don't know why. They just are. So I probably won't keep this one. Even though the light kit is cool, I may keep the light kit, but I might just sell the entire fan. I don't know. That one is probably on the fence, and the issue with a lot of these is I don't entirely know where all the parts are for them right now. Hence why I've always been dragging my feet about getting rid of this stuff. But this is definitely not something I want to keep, this Chrome K63 Zephyr. It's mostly complete. I think I have a buyer for that, but I need to continue talking with him first before, I decide whether or not, before I say it's available or not. I want to make sure that the person I think wants it is going to buy it. All my Lady Deltas are off the table because I can use them, and I will use them. That antique brass 1895 is off the table because I've always wanted 1895s and I've never really found them until a couple of years back. Now I have, I think, 4 maybe, or 3, I don't remember. I don't think I want this anymore, but it's also not in amazing shape thanks to how it was stored by the person who used to own it. This was a former Zachary Yarns fan. Nothing against him. I know his life also got very complicated and it made it hard to store stuff properly, and I believe there was water damage in one of the rooms that he had ceiling fans in, and I'm pretty sure this was in that room. It could clean up, I don't really know. I've never tried, but this is a Casablanca Montclair, I believe, because the 3-speed version, I think, was called that. It was a Home Depot exclusive, I believe, and then they had an IntelliTouch one. Or this is called the Marquis. I don't remember. That's just something that, it's one of the two. Anyways, I don't want that anymore, and I think I have all the parts for it, I think. Down here, another Victorian, probably not keeping. Maybe I'll keep one antique brass Victorian. I don't know. It's just hard for me to justify having so many fans I don't use, like, ever. And I don't really install Victorians because they don't match any of my decor. I don't go for the ornate stuff. I usually go for mid-century modern-ish style and postmodern, so I'm not super into the ornateness, so I'm probably not keeping that. This could also be on the table simply because I don't have the flywheel for it, and I think I could get one. I've always wanted an American Spirit, but for one thing, I need to unbend the switch housing. I got it like that. And then two, it needs a flywheel. So that one is probably not something I'm going to keep. I'm not keeping any of my Stealths. This is a Comfort Touch model with the rosewood blades. Don't want it. I got a lot of these fans because a lot of collectors are like, oh, well, I want rare stuff so I can say I have it, but then they don't use them. And that's the case with me. I got a lot of this stuff just to brag about it and not actually use, so I've grown up enough to realize that that was not a good reason at all to have this stuff, especially if I'm not using it. So, boom, time to get rid. So that's on the table. Keeping this Antique Brass Panama because I like these and I don't have very many in this finish. In fact, this might be my only one, I think. Pretty sure this is the... Actually, you know what? That one is a different one. Huh. Okay, I didn't even realize I had one from that era. But yeah, I don't want to get rid of that one. I thought, wow, I actually didn't even realize I had one with the thin switch housing like that. Huh. See, I don't even know half the stuff I have, and that's depressing. It shouldn't be like that. So, that's staying. That Transitional Zephyr, I don't think needs to stay. I've got a lot of those. But yeah, so that one can probably go. I think it's Slumber Quiet still. Yes, tis. I don't need a lot of Slumber Quiet stuff. I've actually gotten out of enjoying that, ironically enough. I used to think that was the coolest thing in the world, and now I'm just like, I don't really like that. And speaking of, here's another one, but this one, no, I probably don't want this one either. I don't know. I might keep one of these types just because I could use it. I do see myself using one, but I don't think I need that many. That Panama 2 is staying. I've got a couple of these Vicksburgs, I think 3. One is white and polished brass, and then 2 are polished brass like this. Probably will not be keeping any of them. So those are on the table. They are complete, except the white and polished brass one is missing a blade arm and blade for whatever reason. So that one I would probably give away for like maybe $5 or something cheap, or nothing, because it's not easy to find those blade arms. But any Casa blade arm will work, and they do look really good with Victorian pretzel arms, so that's worth a that's worth looking at. Chrome Hampton Bay Cameron 2 is staying because that one is it's brand new. Excuse me. It's allergy season here. Don't need this K63. I probably won't keep this. This was the famous Zachary Yarns shell light kit 4 Seasons that was in his back room at his Windcrest, not Windcrest house, the last house he lived in before he divorced his wife. I don't remember the name of that one. This is, I think this is one of the 93 Delta 2. No. Oh, right. Yeah, that's staying. I gotta get this in tip-top shape. This Casablanca Discovery is what this thing is. IntelliTouch Delta 2. I gotta get this in tip-top shape. I actually want to use this, like hardcore. I don't know why I haven't used this before, but I need to get this in tip-top shape. I will probably sacrifice Delta 2s just to make this nice, because it does have a little bit of scratching. I think I got it like that. I don't remember. If I didn't, and that was my fault, then more reason to sacrifice another fan. Getting rid of this is just a classic fan's motor. Nothing important about that. No blades, no arms. Don't want my baby originals anymore either, so getting rid of all those. Keeping these originals, even though this one was a 2.5 that I didn't want. There was a mix-up with it. Already got one, but I'll probably keep it anyways. Alright, sorry about that. I had to answer some stuff. I'm going to try to make this quicker now because I'm realizing that I need to do other stuff. So, down here, that is a Craftmade Presidential 2 in a finish that I don't think I want. So that is on the table. I have a couple of these. The Palico, I think, is already spoken for. As far as I'm aware, anyways. We'll see. If it doesn't end up getting bought by the person that I think wants it, then it's up for grabs. But if it does, then oh well. I probably don't want this finish either on this American Tradition. They're great fans. Obviously, I have a bunch, but I just don't know if I could ever see myself using the fan in this finish. So I think I have an idea of somebody who might want that. Then over here, I'm probably not going to keep all of these. This is a 5-speed Delta 2. I have at least 5 or 6 of these things, and I don't think I need all of them. It's even got a fan lifter here, which is interesting. I can't remember where this was installed, but it was a customer fan that I replaced with something else. I think the 5-speed still works. If not, I'll just convert it to 3-speed, but I know I have at least 5 or 4 of these at work for sure. Probably not going to keep this one. It is complete. I'm keeping the Fasco, provided I can find all the parts for it, because I actually didn't realize I even had a Charleston in 52 inches. I'd like to use that. I'm keeping this, probably, or using it for parts. I don't know. Let's see. There is my, this is also staying, because it's a 5-blade antique brass Delta 2. It's the only one I have. It's from 88, and I want to keep that. I've got a couple of these. I probably won't keep all of them, so that one could be on the table potentially. This is, I already know who's going to get this Delta 2, so that's not for taking, but it is going away. Another Zephyr of some sort, or Delta. I think that's a Delta. Probably keeping that. Don't need the K63. I think I have everything for that. Down here we have an original I'm probably not keeping. That is an antique brass and brown model. I'm keeping the Emerson Legend. I want to try to clean up the finish. Not keeping the Emerson thing. It was just an impulse acquisition. I don't even know why I got it. That Zephyr, I think, or Delta over there is probably going to stay, but it could go. This pewter Craftmade, I think I might want to keep it, but I do have a couple of them, so maybe not. Might get rid of 1 or 2. It's a CXL. I think I have 3 of those, actually, and I don't need all 3, because I don't really know if I'll even use a pewter fan anywhere, but I keep stuff like that in case a family member wants a good fan, then they don't want a brass fan or something. So I might hold on to that, I might not, I don't know. So yeah, that one is potentially, could be purchased, could not be, we'll see. Another Stealth, that will not be staying, that's an IntelliTouch model. Baby Original, not staying. I believe this is one of my early gazebos. I don't know if I even want any of them anymore. I might get rid of both. We will see. Probably going to keep or part out this Delta 2. This is, I think, an 86 model or something. It was a customer replacement fan. I think it still works. They just wanted a different finish or whatever, and could use the down rod for something or part it out. I don't know. But probably keeping that. At the very minimum, I'm keeping a light kit for it, but yeah. I don't need this anymore. This is a fully complete Modern Fan Company Stratos And it has the Eclipse kind of bullet shaped light kit, which is interesting. Don't need this. It was outside, but it's in good shape. Otherwise, it just needs to be cleaned up. That's the nice thing about these. They were able to be used outside. This will probably be parts K63 or something. It's not in great shape, but I think it has everything. I don't know why I even have this. Can't remember why. Replace an archive original, I guess. I just have it. I'm probably getting rid of that. I'll keep these two. Sell that canopy, honestly. I need to reassemble this and figure it out, but I want to keep it most likely. Just because I don't think I have very many Slumber Quiet Panamas. This is the CXL. I'm keeping this 100%. No doubt about it. I say I don't have other Slumber Quiet Panamas, and then I'm pretty sure. No, that's IntelliTouch. Okay. Let's see. There's some of the stealth parts there. There's another one of those Delta 2s. I think that's also a 5-speed right back there. Not keeping this early flat canopy K63 Victorian. I don't need it. Keeping this because I have 2 of them and I like them. I'm probably going to keep this almond decorative, or whatever it is. Yeah, it is a decorative. That's right. Okay. Should have known. Yeah, the sticker. But the Delta 2 is probably on the table. The Vic's on the table. I want to keep that Delta. I want to keep the black decorative there. I don't want this anymore, but I don't remember if it's been paid for or not by someone that forgot to pick it up. I can't remember. I'll have to talk with one of the collectors that bought stuff from me about it. I'm keeping this 100% because I don't think I have another antique brass IntelliTouch Zephyr at all. There's the light kit for the halogen star. I don't want my Mission anymore. That is... Oh, it's in the other storage unit. That's right. Don't want that. It's in this burnished copper color. Don't want it. Here's the white and polished brass Vicksburg, which is probably on the table. I do want the baby Old Jack still. I don't want the Whisper Wind 2000. This could stay or go. I like these. They're good fans, but I don't know if I'll ever use it or not. It's a Grandco decorative copy. Grandco's like a local company, which so was Craft Made, but they were pretty much trying to be just like Craft Made, effectively. I don't know if they ever made anything with 188s or not. I can't remember, but I've been satisfied with their performance on their fans, everyone I've seen, so might keep it, might not. I may keep this one, I may not. Offers definitely accepted for stuff like this, because I don't know if I'll actually use this or not. It's a newer old Jacksonville with the ball and socket. Most of my old Jacksonvilles have the bell canopies. I don't think I want the brass Islander anymore. I don't have blades for it, but I've got arms. The blades were deteriorated. They were the actual natural pine, and they just were toast. Go figure. There's the light kit for the Modern Fan Company thing. I might keep this, but I probably won't. This is a Winco, I think. Excuse me. Or something. Union, I can't remember. Probably not going to keep that. Oh, it's a Loyal, actually. Okay. I don't think I need the bronze Panama 2 anymore. I think I made a video of it already. And if I did, cool. If not, oh well. But I can't see myself ever really using this, even though it is a good relative fan stock fan. Maybe I'd keep it, but probably not. Yet another antique brass Delta 2, probably a 5-speed, I would guess. I don't know if there's a seat or not. I think it is. I'm probably not going to keep that. Then back there is, I believe, my Key Largo. I don't think I want that anymore, actually. I don't know. I kind of could see myself using it, but on the same token, I don't really know. So that one might be on the table for the right price. I just want to try to get below 100 fans, but I don't know how realistic that's going to be. Because when I go through these, I realize, oh, I actually like a lot more of these than I thought I did. I guess I have 2 of these, so I probably would let go of one. I didn't even realize that until I just looked up. So yeah, I think the code app is spoken for. I'm not gonna hold my breath on that, but it might be, so we'll see. Keeping the Cambridge because I've been wanting one for a while, and now I finally have 2. Don't want the Brescia anymore. Don't have any use for this finish. I like these fans, but I only really like them in white or whatever brassy finish they came in. I can't remember if they did or not. Keeping the Emerson Estate because I want to use that. This is another one of the Delta 2s. I think it's going away. That's my pewter Victorian. I'm probably going to keep that for a while, but I may not. I don't know. I don't know yet. It's a Craftmade Phoenix, it looks like, and I'm probably going to keep it, but I have a couple, so I might get rid of 1 or 2. Here's another Delta 2. It's probably going away. So is that one. Don't think there's any other fans over here. Yep, just light fixtures. Okay. Likely I'm keeping this white California Zephyr, but it could go away. So maybe I will sell it. Definitely keeping this Terra. Sorry, Dan. But no, I actually had this. This was swapped over to a Homestead motor so that it doesn't have the piece of junk plastic top support. It actually has a metal one, so it's got a Homestead GE motor in it. And because of that, I have to use Casa mounting / Homestead mounting because it doesn't fit the 1/2-inch down rod anymore. It's that weird threaded IP with the sleeve. So keeping that at 100%. There's the other brass Vicksburg. Probably not going to keep that. Another brass Delta 2. Definitely not keeping that. I think I'm selling all of the 93 Delta 2s that I got in a marketplace listing a while ago all at the same time. I'm selling it to one of my buddies who needs them. This one included, which probably needs to have the paint stripped off of it. I think that's, yeah, this is the decorative. I'm pretty sure this is the one. Oh, that's not decorative at all. Okay, I remember what this is. That's that Four Seasons 3 that I have. Probably not keeping that, but I might. I don't know. It's weird, but I think it's not worth keeping. I'm probably gonna keep this, but I might get rid of it. It's Art Nouveau. I have 2 of them. That's a decorative. I'm probably keeping that, most likely. Let's see. I think I'm gonna get rid of the April Fool's joke chrome Saturn thing that Zachary made a while ago. The rest of it's over here on the chrome Panama. I will probably keep the chrome Panama and clean it up, polish it, make it look nice, because I have always wanted one of those and I could maybe see myself using that. But I'm honestly not interested in the Saturns anymore. So I think that will be on the chopping block. And I think this, which is a Winco, I think might be on the chopping block too. That Modern Fan Company is on the chopping block. I don't want them anymore. The other early gazebos down here, another pewter CXL. So yeah, I do have 3 of them. Okay. Another decorative, probably keeping that. Might not keep that. Probably keeping the decorative. I think that's the one that came with the... Oh no, it isn't the one that came with the carousel. I like it, but I still want to keep that. Potentially. Okay. So, that's that. I think I covered nearly everything in here. I'm keeping the pastel. This is the race car carousel one. That's right. I'm keeping that for sure. I honestly don't even remember what the hell is in this box here. Probably something that I don't even want anymore. I also don't even know what's down here aside from that. I guess just nothing. Okay. So I think I covered everything in this storage unit. I've got one more with fans. Yeah. And then I have stuff at the house that I'm also not going to keep. This is not my whole collection. I have a lot more fans, unfortunately. So that's why I'm trying to downsize. but a good portion of these are on the chopping block. So, anyways, this Emerson Bella thing, it's complete. I don't want it anymore, so that's on the chopping block. Likely keeping this decorative, but I don't have to, so that one might be able. I need to put some of the parts back in, like a reverse switch. I stole it for some other fan, but it is complete. Keeping that CXL. Getting rid of this Bernie fan. I think I'm getting rid of this for sure, but I don't remember if I think somebody, okay, I think somebody wanted a faceplate. Might have already paid for it, I don't remember. So that one's tentative. Probably gonna keep this CXL, but I do have 2 of them, so maybe I'll let go of one. Keeping this Panama because it's in really great shape. Probably gonna get rid of this. This is a, what is it called? Brownstone, there we go. CXL. I don't, obviously I'm big on Craftmade. I just don't think I'll ever use a fan in that finish. So that's why I want to get rid of it. I think I have a couple people in mind that might want it. Gonna keep the antique brass CXL though. Probably gonna keep this one because I'm pretty sure this is the 1989 one that started my fan collection. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it looks like it is. So keeping that 100%. There's the Mission. I don't want it anymore. Don't have a use for it, so that's on the chopping block. That's a decorative that I probably want to keep, and that's another decorative I probably want to keep, but maybe not. Definitely keeping this. Definitely keeping that. Probably not going to keep this one, maybe. I don't know. Probably don't need to keep, I just want one of these, and even then I may not even want them because it is in that weird brownstone finish, so I'm not sure I want. It's a cool finish, it's just I don't have anything that matches that. This is like a parts fan. If anybody might want it, that'd be cool because I don't really need it anymore. I'm definitely keeping that because I need to complete it first. That's a trade related thing. Keeping that. Probably not keeping this. Keeping this because I could use it. Definitely keeping that. Definitely keeping that. Don't need to keep this probably. Keeping this baby in 1895. I don't want this anymore. It does need some touch up, but it is there. It's cool. Probably not gonna keep this. Maybe I will. I don't know. It's a Hampton Bay Southwind. I want to keep that because it's an IntelliTouch fan. I primarily like those more. This needs a new flywheel, but I will get a new flywheel for it and then keep it because I like these. Probably don't need this Victorian. Don't know if I want this anymore, this old jack. Definitely gonna keep the Delta. I might keep this Delta too. I don't know. I want to keep a couple of the brass ones, but not very many. I'm gonna keep all my white and antique brass fans. That's no questions asked on that. Probably don't need that anymore. That K63 Victorian. Gonna keep that. I've got I think that's my 44-inch one. I want to keep it. This is a cool like Casa Vieja stack motor thing. I want to keep it because it's neat. I like this fan, but I can't use it anywhere. It's a Verde and polished brass Craftmade Crescent with the bottom light and the top. So that's on the table. Keeping the Hermosa because that's always wanted one. Probably gonna keep the Las Brisas, but I may not, so that could be on the table. I wish this was in better condition, but I might be able to bring it into good condition again. If I can, I want to keep it just because I might be able to use this as a funky accent piece fan. Probably gonna keep that decorative, but may not. Keeping the white Terra for sure. Probably not gonna keep this, but maybe I will. I can't remember if this is the pewter one or not. Probably not keeping that CXL because of the finish. Keeping this because it's my childhood version. Keeping that as well. Keeping this. What else is in there? Definitely keeping that one. Yep. For sure. Don't need this, and I forgot to mention about the other one just like this. I don't want any of the Matthews Fan Company stuff anymore. The graphite one or this, definitely on the table. This CXL might be on the table. I might keep it for family install stuff. I don't want this Cameo anymore, so I want to get rid of that. I want the Crompton Graves stuff for sure. Gonna keep the new in-box fans. And I think that's all the fans in the storage facility that I can think of. I need to make a video like this at the house, but I think I'm gonna wait until after I move, so I have everything a little bit more organized than what it is now. But the goal is by the end, the early part of May, before May 12th or whatever, I would have to theoretically pay again for this. I want to get everything out of here. And in the process, I want to finally get rid of a good amount of these fans. And I don't need that busted up, thanks Jared for breaking that, baby Charleston there either. It might be good for a couple parts, or I might just chuck it. I don't even care. And the thing is, if people don't get these fans, I might just have to trash them, which is not something I want, but... Oh, and I have a new in-box Copper Victorian I don't want anymore. It's in this box, so... that one, for sure, I want to get rid of it. I can't believe those are made in Taiwan. I thought they were still made in America. I guess not. That's already on the table, that new in-box fan. I've got a couple of the new in-box fans that people are going to get, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here that I'm just done with. So that is, I think, everything in the storage facility that I have that I'm, aware of. I might find some stuff, but probably not. Who knows? But yeah, I think it's time to get rid of a lot of things. There's more stuff at the house I don't want as well. I just, again, need to make a video of it. But I'm going to try to move because we're supposed to be moving this week probably. So, anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. And if anybody's actually interested in this stuff, I probably can't ship because I do not have the time. So if you're somewhat local to here and are willing to drive out here, I would probably even give you some of this stuff for free if you just drove out. I just want the stuff to go somewhere before I end up having to throw it away. So you guys have until probably May 11th or 12th. And maybe if I can fit the stuff temporarily at the house I'm living in, a little bit after that to come get the stuff. But after that, it's trash because I just cannot justify having this much fans. I don't use half this stuff. In the 3 years I've lived in this house I live in now, that I'm about to move out of, I barely tested any fans. I stopped doing that, and I feel okay with it, as I mentioned before. And I realized during that time that I don't need all this stuff, and that it's time for me to move on. I've got a lot of serious life decisions to make in the next couple of years. I'm in my mid-20s. It's time for me to really just get out of this, honestly, coping mechanism for a iffy childhood was doing this stuff, and I think it's time to get out of it, at least simmer it down. I still want to collect fans to a degree, but stuff I can use. Not all this, well, I have this fan because it's so rare. Oh yeah, and I don't want that Emerson Amphora anymore. I forgot to mention that. I want the White Delta 2. There's that graphite fan. Don't want that. So they work, but I just don't want it. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. I really do hope that people actually watch the whole video, and at least anybody who's interested in this stuff. I don't normally make videos like this. Try not to anyways. But I figured if I could get maybe a couple people interested and able to come out here and get some of this stuff and, meet some collectors, whatever, that would be nice, because I just do not want everything to get trashed, but I just need it gone. I'm done. So a lot of this stuff I'd be willing to let go of for free or a really low cost if you're willing to come out here. And I don't know how the YouTube messaging crap works. I don't remember if they even still have that, but if they do, we can communicate there, or I can find other ways. Maybe you could communicate with me on my Instagram account, Vintage Fan Collector. That might be easier for everybody. It's the exact same way I spell the channel. And just state your name and where you are and things like that. And if you are able to come out here, then we can work from there, because I'm just done having this much stuff. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed, and thank you again for watching. I hope that a lot of these can go to good homes before it's too late. Otherwise, like I said, I'm gonna have to trash them. I don't even have the time to take all this stuff to like Habitat Restore, because now there isn't one that close to me because they closed the one near my house. So yeah, I'm just gonna probably have to trash a lot, or see if another local collector would be willing to take a lot of this stuff, but probably not, because most of the local collectors are in the exact same position I'm in, where they just have like no space, and they're just overwhelmed and overflowing with fans to the point where it's just driving everybody insane. So yep, this is not where I ever thought I'd end up collecting wise, but here we are. So until next time, bye.